Good morning, good morning, good morning. You already know it's 107.7 WFCS, New Britain, Hartford, The Edge. It's your homie DJ Be Easy, just giving you the best vibes, best music. And yo, we got Kody, the Magic Man, back in the building. It's been some months. You've been touring, you've been doing your thing. You've been a dad.
A dad,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yo, where do we start, man? Okay, first before we get into the, your career, the magic and all of that,
Yeah, man.
fatherhood
Yeah.
in 3 words.
Beautiful, amazing, hectic.
Okay, I believe it. I believe it. And shout out to all the parents that's like taking care of their kids and also watching their kids just destroy living rooms.
Oh, big time. Big time. You clean those living rooms, they don't stay clean for longer than like 2 minutes.
Oh my Lord. Man, that's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing.
Oh, absolutely.
So, big shout out to you and the family.
Thank you, man.
Magic wise, what's going on in the magic world?
Oh, a whole lot. At least for me personally. Lot of big shows coming up. This year.
Casino base?
So I actually did debut at the Mohegan Sun.
Okay. Nice.
Last week, maybe 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
you.
dope. That's dope, boss.
That was insane. That was literally a gig I've been waiting for 10 years almost, and it finally happened. So that was a really cool experience.
It's just through a connection to connection, or they just saw the work and they were like, okay, now it's time.
A little bit of both.
Okay,
a little bit of both.
That's
so,
cool, bro.
Magic, when you work in magic, everybody knows everybody, and if
Yeah.
you don't know somebody, then you know someone who knows them.
Yeah.
And I've been tight with the guy that runs the show at Mohegan. There's a magic show every single week, and I've been tight with him for like 6-7 years now. And he wanted to have me on his show, but he was hesitant for a while because, frankly, I just wasn't ready. I didn't have the skills, I didn't have the stage presence, I just wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
But after the years of work, the grind, the effort, and just the repetition and getting better and growing and everything like that, then he finally saw, you know what, yeah, I think he's ready for this. So he gave me a 10-minute spot, 10-minute opportunity, and he was like, you know what, yeah, you got it.
So what was the first routine?
The routine that I did at Comics?
Yeah.
It was the linking rings, which is a classic piece of magic. You have in my case, you have 4 rings.
Yeah.
And they're all solid stainless steel, and the rings just go together. Like they just link together, solid going through solid matter, which is really, really cool. And then inversely, while they go together, they also come apart. I took that, I made it a whole stand-up routine, and I do it with another person on stage, and I actually finish it with the audience member being the one that links the rings together.
So, okay, when at the finale, what is always the reaction? Or is always different reactions?
There's always different reactions. It really depends on like the audience and how the audience is that day. But 9 times out of 10, it's always just excitement and like big laughs, big moment, and big cheers too. So big applause for the audience.
That's dope. Like, so hold on. You said 9 times out of 10. So there was a one that was like, okay, what's like. Who's the off-brand audience member that didn't go with the routine? Talk to me about that.
You just get a bad audience every now and again. That's
True.
It just happens in this business. You can't always have you can't always shoot perfect games every single time. You're going to get like a bad audience every now and again.
True.
And
even Dave Chappelle had a bad audience in Hartford, but that's
Listen.
a long time ago. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
You can't bat 1,000 in anything that you do. You're going to get some bad audiences. You're going to get some bad beats. It's fine. You just bounce back from it and just keep going. I've had audiences where it's a packed house, it's a full house, and they're just kind of there to just sit and watch. They're not really there to engage. They're not there to like applaud or cheer or freak out or anything like that. But I've also had audiences where it was like 4 or 5 people and they were just losing their minds the entire time. You know?
Because I feel like with now, and we were talking about this a little bit like off mic, there's a disconnect with anybody that was born past 2000 whatever. So they're more concerned about, okay, let me video camera this instead of like, let me, act like I'm from the 80s and the 90s, put
Right.
my phone down, and let me absorb this experience.
Well, that's just the world that we live in now. We live in
Yeah.
a world full of content creation and content absorption. And basically, all of the entertainment and the media that we consume is on our phones. It's
Yeah.
literally being fed to us in a multitude of different facets and delivery services, whatever you want to have, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And
Is it true that we're about to shut down TikTok?
they might, but that's also. Did you see the hearings? Did you watch anything that they did?
I have not gotten a chance to. I think I'm gonna do it like after the show.
It's literally just a bunch of grandpas and grandmas that don't know like the first thing about technology at all. It was hilarious to watch in the sense that they don't know what they're talking about, but that was also like the scary thing about it too, because like they don't clearly understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do I put it this way? It's like if your grandmother asked you to explain how to pull up like the cable on her remote at home, right? And you explain to her in full clarity
Yes.
how to use her TV remote,
Uh-huh.
and she says, "I don't like this. We're throwing away the whole TV."
Yo, that sounds like my parents. Like shout out to my parents, 'cause, yo.
You got it.
But yo, when I first put them onto the Fire Stick,
Yeah.
from regular DirecTV,
Mm-hmm.
it was a process.
1,000 questions.
Yo,
Yeah.
my father was like, I don't like this. But like, yo, with us doing the Fire Stick, we're literally
Right.
saving like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars, bro. So
Yeah.
you're gonna learn this, father. You're gonna learn this Fire Stick. Yo, seriously, yo, because we gotta save money. We gotta be smarter. So now, like, he realized there's an app for wrestling. There's an app, yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
father still watches wrestling. Drinks Hennessy.
Right, no, you gotta.
It's cool.
You gotta.
You know what I'm saying? So when he found out there's an app for everything, everything's cool, but it takes time. But going back to
Yeah.
to the hearings and the old people
Mhm.
talking about what were they actually saying that didn't make no sense?
It was so weird because they were saying words, but like nothing was coming out of their mouths. They weren't actually addressing like the real concerns that they had.
Yeah.
Like the biggest concerns is that like they think that China's going to be stealing all of our data and they're going to be trying to like
Guess
take everything
what?
from us. They're not.
They already stole them anyways.
No. I know you're gonna go there. What's funny too is
When this program is for kids, y'all.
if you actually like watched it and you paid attention, there was a moment where like the CEO of TikTok sat down and said that he actually called out American social media companies.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like companies like Facebook are notorious for selling user data, whereas we're not marketing or like profiting off of user data. We're literally just storing it in the US with a firewall to protect American data from Chinese trying to like getting that. We're protecting you guys from that kind of influence. And they're just like, TikTok bad, we need shut down.
That's all they had.
Yeah, they weren't listening.
And you know what's crazy? Oh, Facebook. Like, okay, imagine this.
Yeah.
Imagine you're like, yo, I want these Air Max 90s,
Mm-hmm.
in blue and orange, and then
You're
when I
gonna
go
get
to
that
my
pop-up ad.
phone,
Yup.
my Air Max 90s in blue and orange, but I wasn't
Mhm.
typing it. I just said it.
Yup.
Y'all paying attention.
Oh yeah, they're listening. They are so listening.
Oh man. So it's just, you already know this country is hilarious and amazing at the same time in
Mhm.
better words.
Yeah. Yeah, we're living in like a real life Housewives of whatever you want to call it.
Yo. Oh my goodness. Okay. We went
Yeah.
on the tangent. We
We
talked
did.
about
We
TikTok.
did.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
No. You're good. You're good.
Sorry about that, kids. We're talking about TikTok. Yo. But yeah, oh my goodness. Upcoming shows.
Upcoming shows. Where do you want to start? There's a lot.
Okay, so the month of April coming up, or actually, do you have some more coming up before April hits?
Not right now. Not before
Okay.
April is over. However, April we're gonna have two really big shows. Both are going to be in Manchester, Connecticut this time around.
Oh, Stomping Grounds, man.
The stomping grounds. You got to hit up where you come from, you know.
Yeah. What locations?
We're going to be doing a show at the Illicit Brewing Company.
Yo, they're good. I've been there twice.
They're really
Phenomenal.
good. They're
Phenomenal.
really good.
Yeah.
Illicit is top notch. It's going to be a 21 plus show at the at Illicit in their cocktail lounge upstairs.
With the red couches?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Should I bring a date?
If you want.
Okay.
If you want. Cool thing too is when you buy a ticket, you actually get a free drink. So like you get one of your beers just comped, which is super tight.
All right, so they already heard that information. She comes.
Oh yeah, no. This was their idea.
Yeah.
This was Illicit's idea. They're like, we can give out like a free drink if they want. I'm like, yes. If it makes people come, then yes.
Yes.
And then we are debuting a new show for me at the Workspace Art Gallery on Main Street in Manchester that we're calling The Future of Magic.
Was that the old Manchester Community College
Yes.
like museum?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Right there.
That's a good space.
It's
I would say if get there early enough, good parking. Get there
Yeah.
late enough.
Good luck.
Exactly.
You go from good parking to good luck.
Yeah.
And it's a great space and I like working with places like this too because it's a chance for like local artists to have their work shown and like really like brought into the light. So anything that I can do to help out with local stuff, I'm more than happy to do.
Oh, that's dope.
Those are going to be everything is on sale on my website, hildebrandmagic.com, and it's just going to be such a great time. I will say this: there is going to be a dress code for the Workspace Gallery show.
Grown and sexy.
Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit more grown, a little bit more professional in this kind of environment. If you wear jeans, you're not allowed in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny because 9 times out of 10, the shows that I do, I wear jeans.
So now you're not allowed.
No, I'm not allowed to do my own show. No. I wanted to have like a more like upscale kind of a night because like we're in an art gallery. You know, you want to show a little bit of respect to the people that are there and just bring a little bit of class to yourself. You know, have a fun night.
The slacks, the button ups, you chilling.
Right.
Cooler.
Look good, feel good.
Yes.
And then laugh at me saying all kinds of obscenities. It's fantastic.
That's insane. And also, there's no free drink with that one.
No, not at that one. No, not at the art gallery.
But do they still have their bar there? Because their bar was interesting.
They used to, and then they no longer serve alcohol there. They can if they can. It's just liquor licensing and all of that.
I get that part.
That's just like a bunch of hoops to jump through to get. So if there's going to be refreshments, I believe, just non-alcoholic ones. So this one's an 18 plus. So if you,
it makes sense.
Yeah, you know. So like if you want to come, you can. It's gonna be like a dry night. So yeah.
And then if you're me, you know.
Yeah.
You visit
pre-game before the show.
Exactly. More laughs. I'm horrible, yo.
We're bad when we get together.
Yo, it's a party, man.
It really is.
And we're just drinking coffee right now, just chilling.
You know, seriously.
What's the next one?
I got a private show after that. That's just a corporate thing. Next public show is going to be May 12th. That's going to be another Future of Magic show. That's a 21 plus show at the Weehaw Brewing Company in West Hartford.
Weehaw Brewing Company.
Brewing and roasting company. So it's a brewery, and also they do like a lot of like artisanal hand ground coffees.
Huh.
Yeah, like you ever been on like coffee TikTok?
I have not actually.
Okay, so like it's just a bunch of like it's all of that like right in one place. So like they grind the beans themselves like right then and there, like to order. I don't even know. They have like a little like whisk, like it looks like a little like head massager thing for the coffee beans, and they like go through and do all the stuff. It's really, really cool. It's a whole process, but the flavor that you get is just perfect.
All right, so
absolutely perfect.
There's a lot of stuff we got to discover. Like, while he's performing the magic, the comedy.
There's a lot to do.
You gotta come check him.
Yeah.
Because it's at some interesting spots.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spot that they'll take care of you with a comp drink. There's another spot where you gotta pregame before you get there, but still bring your right energy.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another spot where they got some like I love coffee. I love like all that mixture. So
yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it. May 20th, I'm doing a fundraiser at the Filippini Mansion in Manchester.
Have we DJed there before?
No.
Huh.
No. I mean, I haven't. I don't know if you did.
This is going back like 9 years ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, then I definitely didn't.
Okay. Cool.
The big mansion in Manchester off of like Forest Street.
Okay.
Like if you go down Hartford Road in Manchester, you'll be able to like see like the big.
You know what?
Big mansion.
I'm thinking about the Elks Mansion in Rockville, Vernon.
Oh, sure.
Because that's a mansion there too.
Yep.
You got like a lot of mansions in that area, man.
It's Connecticut.
Yeah, true.
So many. It's funny because like when you go out of state and you mention like you're from Connecticut, people think like immediately you're like hoity-toity, like upper class, like rich, wealthy people. I'm like, have you been to Bridgeport?
Yeah, Bridgeport is super hood, yo. Shout out to my homies, Joe Gritz, his brother, and all of that. Bridgeport, Connecticut. They're coming through like sometime next month.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
that's great.
Yeah. So, but like.
Oh yeah.
But have you been to Bridgeport? That's the question.
I've been to Bridgeport. I've been to Bridgeport many times.
That's messed up what Family Guy has said about Bridgeport. That wasn't that true.
That was just a huge exaggeration.
Yes.
Over exaggeration for sure.
But again, Bridgeport, Connecticut, shout out on national television.
You know? And it's just funny. People from out of state will always think that like Connecticut is literally just Greenwich or Fairfield. You know?
They got to take a ride through Hartford, man.
Straight through Hartford, or even Manchester, for God's sake.
Yo, Manchester. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. From
Manchester's
5 years ago to now, Manchester is so interesting now.
It's changed.
Yeah.
A lot. Like a lot. I grew up in Manchester. Like I was born in Manchester Hospital. I grew up between Manchester and South Windsor.
Yeah.
And there's a huge difference between both of those towns.
Do you feel like it's more cultured now?
I do.
Okay.
I really do. I think that the culture has been like it just enriched a lot more. It's a lot different than it was when I was a kid. Manchester has definitely grown and changed a lot, and then South Windsor, no disrespect to South Windsor, it's just been gentrified. Like hardcore. It's like that episode of South Park. Once that Whole Foods is done being built, that's it. That's the nail in the coffin. When I grew up in South Windsor, it was still like a small, like everybody knew everybody kind of town.
Yeah.
And now it's just like huge. It's like another like mini West Hartford.
And you guys got a skating ring now, like a awesome skating ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like